Hi everyone, I'm Timothy Von Rueden, better known as Von Art Online, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Xencelabs tablet that they sent me. And it's funny because a couple months ago I was sent a different tablet from another company, and I didn't enjoy using it so much that I actually sent it back. But I have better news for this one. I rather enjoyed it, and I will be going through some of the features, some of my favorite things about it, and some things that frustrated me a little bit. So to start off, I should note that I'm primarily a traditional artist with pencils nowadays, but I still use my digital tablet from time to time when I'm on the road and I'm doing conventions. I'll be working on my iPad with Procreate, or if I'm back home, sometimes I'll be editing my photos for the books or for prints on my cintiq. So I'm still familiar with the digital tools. And it's funny because I haven't worked with a tablet like this in years because I have worked on the cintiq and iPad for so long now. And I started my digital art journey on a bamboo Wacom tablet when I was in college. So switching back to a tablet type tool to work with rather than it being a screen tablet was interesting. And the transition was a little funny for me to go back to drawing, but not look where I'm drawing, to look at the screen and register that what I'm doing with my hand is picking up in the software. But after a while, I really picked it back up again. It was like riding a bike. And there were a lot of things I liked about it. And even the packaging when I first received it was really nice. There were a lot of bonus things included that I wasn't expecting. It had this pretty cool traveling case that I would have much enjoyed using when I was younger and I was traveling constantly with my laptop and my tablet to libraries and coffee shops all the time. And then there was also this little gadget that I haven't really used an adapter tablet gadget like this before, where instead of using your keyboard, you can use one of these. So that was something I knew I was going to have to try out. And then lastly, I noticed that they give you a lot of different pens and nibs to use. And that was really nice that it came in a hard surface case as well. And the thing I wasn't really expecting was they had extra cables, but then they also included a Bluetooth cable with it, which is the first time I've ever used a tablet that was quote unquote wireless before, besides the iPad. So after I set it up and I got all the preferences to what I would like, I decided to test it out for about a week before making this video. And there was only one time I got really frustrated with it, and it could be user error, but there was one day, I believe it was the second day, it was just not working. And I tried everything from going back to the corded version to re-downloading the driver, and it ended up being the fact that I had to unplug the USB and then plug it back in. So that was kind of frustrating, but if that ever happens with you, if you're ever working with this tablet, trust me, that might actually solve your issues. Besides that, I have to admit, I really liked the tablet overall. I thought I was going to be so against working with a tablet after working with screen tablets for so long, but actually, I kind of preferred it. The only thing that I needed to do was I changed the resolution, or not even the resolution, the actual working size of the tablet to be smaller because the tablet size that they give you is rather large. I mean, if you see the tablet, this is a very rather large surface to work on. And when I had my bamboo, it was almost half this size. So instead, in the preferences, you can change the working area and you can choose whether you want the whole tablet size to be usable, or if you're like me and just want a smaller size, you can define the portion of the working area. And for me, that works much better. So one of my favorite things that this has is a Bluetooth adapter. So all you have to do is unplug the cord here and then plug in the adapter, as you can see here. And then this long cord that maybe some people don't mind cords on their desk, but I'm definitely one of those people who try to keep it as clean as possible. I'm going to unplug this and then just plug in the little adapter port into the USB slot. And that way it will work without the cord having to be on your desk. Something else that's really nice is included is not only a skinnier pen if this one's a little too thick. I know for some people this is just too much to hold in your hand. I prefer the thicker one though. And they give you a bunch of nibs. And what's really nice is they actually give you a nib replacer tool, which before, I mean, I would use my teeth admittedly. And now it's really easy to switch between the nibs, put it in. And then if you want to go back to the first one, it has a little grip on it. You just pull it and you're good to change. Now, usually these will last me pretty long. I don't really push on the screen that hard. So for me, one of these might last 6 months to a year even, honestly. So this is more than enough for me to work with for quite a while. So this was a really nice addition that they included. So on to the main reason why you may have even clicked this video is, do I believe that this is worth recommending? And I would say yes. This is the best tablet I have used. I do really enjoy the screen tablets like the iPad and the cintiq, but in terms of just working with a tablet, this is definitely the best one I've worked with, and it is something I would recommend. I believe the price point right now is just under $300, so it's still a little pricey for a lot of people. I remember when I was shopping for tablets in 2010, the price was, roughly the same, but the equipment definitely wasn't this nice. So I would say with the upgraded features and it being Bluetooth, this is definitely a nice tool for your money. I personally found the sensitivity and the responsiveness very, very good, considering it was Bluetooth and I was expecting some delays or some issues with it. But as of my first week working with it, I haven't noticed anything alarming besides that one day that it wasn't working right, but that was me just having to unplug and replug the USB in. So overall, I would actually say this is worth it. And I'm glad that they gave me one of these to review because I was hesitant at first. I'm a little skeptical when it comes to people just sending me things to review, but I can confidently say this is something I would recommend, and I do think Wacom does have a pretty good competitor now on their hands. So if this is something that interests you, I'll put a link in the description below. And as always, thanks for watching.